What's going on, cunts? Welcome to Two Aussies, Zero Shits, the show where two Aussies, this sick cunt right here, and this mad cunt right here, tell you about the things that they give zero shits about. Before we start, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, or if you hate your life, hit the thumbs down, leave a comment, and subscribe to Whack Comics. Oh, and get a band-aid, because I'm about to hurt your feelings.
Two Aussies, zero shits. Two Aussies, zero shits.
What's going on, cunts? I'm Chunga Cunt, former lead singer of the fucking worst. You cunts might know me as Simple Simon. Get the cream out, boys, because your butts are about to get hurt. Because you know what I give zero shits about? I give zero shits about Marvel What If. That's right, cunts. I fucking said it. Couldn't give zero shits about that show, about that concept, and I give zero shits if you cunts are butthurt by what I just said. I remember a few years back when Marvel tried to start that shit back up again. I saw it on the shelves, and I asked Mark at Big City Comics, who by the way is a fucking mad cunt. I was like, what's this what if bullshit? And he told me, they're just little stories, what if stories, you know? What if this, what if that? And it's just like, what if I don't give a shit? So I ended up buying one. It was, what if Peter Parker was the Punisher? I was like, that's a cool cover, I'll check that out. Motherfuckers, I nearly fell asleep reading that shit. What if Peter Parker was the Punisher? Well, guess what, cunts? He's not. And it's funny, because that book has actually gone up in value for some stupid reason. But you know what? I give zero shits that that book is worth anything. You know what I did? I gave that shit away. Gave it to my friend's little kid. I was like, oi, little cunt. See this shit book? It's fucking yours now. Read it and hate it. I just don't give a shit about these what if stories. What if? It's just like, it didn't happen. I don't care what if it happened. What if I was a millionaire? What if Tyler sucks? Well, he does suck. What if I gave a shit about Marvel What If? Well, I don't, cunts. Seriously, I've got so much fucking comic book shit to read, I want there to be some sort of continuity. I don't want to waste my time on what ifs. And you cunts want me to watch a show about what if? Fuck that shit. I am dedicating hours of my life to watch a show about what if this happened. Look at these stupid fucking titles. What if Spider-Man joined Fantastic Four? Still wouldn't give a shit about Fantastic Four. What if the world knew that Daredevil is blind? He'd still be blind. What if Jane Foster had found the Hammer of Thor? Or maybe they'd make her an ongoing character. What if the Amazing Spider-Man had not married Mary Jane? Probably jerking off. What if Conan the Barbarian were stranded in the 20th century? That's actually a pretty cool cover. I'm gonna buy that one. Look, I know you guys are upset right now. I know you guys are swearing at the screen at me, but I barely give a shit about Marvel. So why the fuck would I give a shit about Marvel What If? Anyway, cunts, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, and I hope you can recover from this. Let's see what that what if loving cunt Lee has to say.
Whatever, Simon, you fucking cunt. This week on Two Aussies, Zero Shits, I'm talking about BRZRKR. And how many copies of BRZRKR I have. People have been saying that I have too many copies of BRZRKR, if you will, and I give zero shits if you think I have too many copies of BRZRKR, okay? Because it's just it's a comic book.
It's a comic book, and
Alright? It's just a comic book.
it's a comic book.
It's one of my favourite comic books.
It's a comic book.
By Keanu Reeves. He's right up there. He loves comic books. Have you heard Keanu Reeves talk about comic books?
It's a comic book, and
If you haven't seen how many issues of BRZRKR I have, let me show you a couple, okay? And I don't really think I have that many. I've got enough. Alright, maybe I could have a bit more. I've used a couple of them. I used to have more than I do. But I give zero shits if you think that I have too many. I think I have the right amount. You have no idea how much of a fucking big book this is gonna be. It's gonna fucking blow up, this one. And you're all gonna be sorry. You're gonna be like, oh, Lee, please sell me one of your issues of BRZRKR, please. And I'll be like, nah, mate, I give zero shits. You should have went out and got a fucking couple more copies like I did, alright? I give zero shits that you didn't pick up enough copies of BRZRKR like I did. I even got a blank cover and some, here, we've got cover Bs as well. I didn't only get cover A's. I give zero shits, alright? I give zero shits that you didn't get enough BRZRKR. You should have grabbed more BRZRKR. It's a great book. Keanu Reeves, it's a comic book, okay? It's a great comic book.
It's a comic book.
If you're not picking up BRZRKR, you should be. It's not too late to jump on. It might be a bit too late to grab as many copies as I have, but maybe you could try, okay? You could always try to grab a couple more if you need to. Yeah, I've got a couple. But if you think I have too much, I give zero shits, alright? I give zero shits if you think I have too many copies of BRZRKR. It's a fucking great comic book. Look at it. Look at this cover B. This cover B is the best one, that's why I've got so many of them. I give zero shits if you don't like it. It's Keanu Reeves comic book, alright? It's Keanu Reeves. I give zero shits. It's not, I need more. Send me all your issues of BRZRKR. Send them to me. You don't need them. Give them to me. You can see them a little bit better now. Here we go. I've got them all. Okay. I definitely have a lot of issues of BRZRKR here. I know you've been all waiting on a video explaining how I got all these. But I give zero shits about that too. You're just going to have to fucking wait. It'll come eventually. But I give zero shits that it hasn't been here yet. But here's a quick look at some of them. Just as... I've also got the fire variant as well. If you haven't got the fire variant, I give zero shits. That's 2 Aussies, zero shits for this week. Go subscribe to Simple Simon and tell him he's a cunt. 2 Aussies, zero shits. 2 Aussies.